Oh, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. So today, my plan was to continue a little bit on where I left off last time. So, for those who don't know, I'm Bigwander. I make pixel art. I make oh shit. I make sorry, that came out so spontaneously that I should worry about that. So yes, I'm working on a niche pack, and I will be making hopefully some more assets today. Last time I was kind of broken, didn't sleep much, and hey Yober, holy crap, you scared me. Had this in the background, no other sound, suddenly someone starts talking. Oh, actually, can I ask you some feedback on the audio? Because I can't figure out from the OBS if it's the music. Is it hearable? Or is my mic volume too high? I kind of tried fixing that because... hey, Apocalypse, what's up? Yeah, I saw that my mic somehow was very low on the volume. But here on OBS was at max. I have no idea. I did something wrong for sure. But hopefully the audio is clear. You can all hear me well. Your voice is way higher than the music. Let's go. So let me try and fix that. Maybe this is better. Good audio. Hey, thanks, Fumiko. And by the way, Fumiko, I'm today I was watching a tutorial on how to install the shortcut overlay on OBS. So next time, hopefully, I'm gonna have it somewhere on screen. Welcome, welcome, everyone. It is a good day, sunny day, and I'm inside like a caveman. I'm open to suggestions for this set because I kind of want to have fun with you, and if you have some cool ideas. Over. What is a Chaba stream without a technical difficulties? Yeah, sometimes there isn't a stream because of it. Well, you didn't experience the stream. I did. Three whole hours of it. Hey Gecko, what's up? Hey, welcome. First time I see you in here. How you doing? I'm gonna take the opportunity to say I love your stuff, man. Oops, I didn't mean to. We have an hourglass. I was thinking before streaming because I didn't touch the pack before. So it is exactly how we left it before I stopped. I wanted so badly to keep going offline, but I thought, no, this is a good opportunity to just do it live. And I was also watching here, there's a highlight over here that I think I need, because this part of the skull should be kind of very bendy. Gecko is my second drop, but the first time, very brief. I'm doing alright. Nice to hear. Nice to see you here as well. Butterbite Studio, hello, what's up? Long time as well. My voice sounds like I have a lot of energy, but I'm still sleepy as well. Like, I'm always sleepy when I have to do this. I was also thinking the weapons. Last time we did some weapons with some recommendations, but I was thinking, you know what? I already have a set of weapons, so I'm thinking this could be actually like a falx. How do you call that? Like a falx. I'm gonna speak my English. You know, like a scythe kind of thing. Would look a little bit more unique as a rare thing, like you found this out of I don't know, some ancient tomb or grave or something, like a farmer who died protecting his crops or something from the scarecrow people. But yeah, I'm way more awake than last time. So if you have any ideas or you wanna, you know, have fun with some experimenting with me, just shoot. This pack is gonna be free, by the way. I'm gonna, especially because I wanted to collab like a copish. What is that? Like a copish. And I'm, as an Italian, I'm reading it as a capish. Sixicle. Oh yes. Oh, you mean this thing? I didn't know there was a name for it. I did recognize sickle. I think it looks still a little bit too weird on here, so maybe we can expand. And the reason why I wanted to get the keyboard overlay is because I think it would be cool, because I use mostly my keyboard and shortcuts to go from layers, you know, like many people do, but maybe beginners don't use it that much. And I always think that's something, you know, that's the first thing I always do. But I see many people not doing it, which is also cool. But I think you're missing out. It's an Egyptian bronze sword. Oh God, I like it. Wait, let me look it up real quick because you made me actually pretty curious. Oh God. Oh yes. Oh my God. Oh yeah, the Prince of Persia kind of. Oh, this is so beautiful. I need to set up also the sharing the screen for images like that, but I don't have a second screen. So yes, I'm still in the caveman age, streaming wise. That's an epic weapon. Hey, Lion Firer. Hello, what's up? Welcome. So we have a beautiful. Actually, let me make that. I think that's pretty cool. Maybe the dagger we can keep. We could duplicate this guy, and yeah, I'm gonna come back on this one because I'm not sure. I kind of like this dance in the back, but I also don't. Yeah, no, needed some structure. Feels unbalanced, but yeah, I'm gonna go back on this one. And I feel like that kind of weapon is more like this. So it has a little bit of a longer. Something like that. And then this one would be here. That's so beautiful, that weapon. And for those who don't know, go check it out on. That's pretty cool. The Kopesh. Every time I forget what's the name, and I have to read in chat. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I like that. I wanted to give that kind of rusty vibe, but I kind of feel has like a glow to it, like it's molten or something from afar. Like if it was, I already used it for here. What I could do is something I'd like to do. So M for selection, and you only go on the parts you want to change the whole tonality of, and then press G to go to the bucket tool. And then over here you can see there is contiguous. You can deselect it. So if I, for instance, change this color, it changes all the instances of that color. And now I can go with maybe picking up this kind of blues, maybe lighter one for that. These ones, maybe that one. That sucks. that's horrible. I don't like that. But then we can go in and change that. Maybe Control D. Yeah, that's really bad. I don't like that. But the technique can be cool. If you want to change a whole bunch of stuff. I know I wish I knew it sooner when I discovered it was a thing. How's the music? Is it still too low compared to the voice? Okay, maybe we can give a little bit of a pointy end to this one. This is nice. A bit more of a curve. Curve. Could be. Not that much, maybe. I think this works. We still have to open the grid and see. Okay, this could be a 32 by 16, so that's okay. Ober, it's perfect, but the overall volume is low. I have max now. Yeah, this is insane. I have no idea how to fix that. Yeah, I've turned you up quite a lot, right? Yeah, that's something that I also saw on my phone when checking. And compared to other YouTube videos, it's just like so low. But I literally don't know where else to, because everything is coming through the audio interface thingy, and I have no idea. And if I, yeah, hopefully it's kind of understandable. I love Fumiko. I'm used to it now. I'm the one that makes you go and consume the volume knobs. I'm so sorry about that. But I hope it's okay. If it's maxed out, at least you can hear me. That's already something for me. And I promise I will go into it, try to fix that. Uber doesn't bother me either, since I don't listen to anything else. Oh, you mean you listen only to my voice? That's beautiful. I will probably break my ears when I turn off something else, though. Yes. And that's also I was just thinking about this. It's also the main reason why I'm growing very, very calmly on YouTube, so I don't get the sponsorships, so you don't get bothered by the advertisements. See how nice I am? Huh? I'm doing it all for you. It has nothing to do with the fact that YouTube is a pretty harsh environment to. No, it's a choice I made. I think this is maybe too much. Like, this is something I would do for a hook, or like a fishing hook. Always kind of like to have that little, like the 1 pixel space. It's kind of a weird thing to do on sword like this. Sorry, not sword, kopish. And also that's too long for a kopish, I feel. That would be more appropriate. YouTube, you want tons of money? No, sorry. Chava, no, sorry. I need to think of the ears of my audience. Exactly. Yes. Fumiko, a lot of invaders in the server recently. The mods are doing great containing them. Yes. And Ober is on fire. Ober is with today's good morning on the server. Just kicking people. Yeah, that's true. I feel like that's like the backlash of great places to be around. Like, more people want to be in, and then yeah, bots also get flooding. Bots and people with super bad intentions. But it's been nice to see the amount of people that poured in from the game. That was really cool. Okay, I'm gonna leave these guys alone for a little bit. I think we did enough with them for now. I'm gonna leave them here because I'm still not sure if they, if they satisfy me as a collectible. Not even this one. It should be something much. Also, the banners, I don't feel like it's, linked to these guys. also these ones. This, I was so tired. Like, what is this? I'm gonna delete it. What was that? You know, when you're like sleeping and you just go pixel by pixel, the stuff start blurring out. Collectibles. I was thinking like it could be cool, like a mask, like maybe we can do it from an angle like this, where it's kind of bending forward. Also, sorry, I'm using my mouse, so sometimes movement, you know, look weird. Lighter, make a little nose in here, like one of the carnival masks, kind of. Use my thought. So this would be, so we have 1 pixel here. I can move the whole thing a little bit to the left, like that, and then let's go G contiguous, like this. Maybe. Gecko, I wonder why Pan's server gets so many bots and such. It's more than I see in most other servers. Yeah, that's true. I kind of also find that this server, but that's I'm not really the best person to talk about this because I only recently really started hanging around in Discord, to be honest, like in the last maybe 2 years. But the servers I've been hanging around in are mostly, I don't know, just dead. Well, not dead. I don't know, there's not that much activity, not as much as there is in this one. But yeah, I agree, that was crazy, the amount of people that poured in with... it's pretty scary. Little shadow here for the nose maybe helps, and some... that's too much, probably. Trying to see if this is a good idea or a horrible idea. Could be a horrible idea. It's not that obvious. What is it? Darker purple. Not that obvious. But yeah, Ober has been on fire. I love that. I love seeing bad people being kicked out. And sometimes it's also tricky. Like last time, something happened with one account being a little bit like, you know, suspiciously looking like it has been hacked, and then the hackers did the whole thing. So it's not like the user was, you know, the bad actor, but just got, yeah, who's the victim? Maybe. Still, I should stick to pixels, because that's the thing I kind of know maybe something about, but for the rest, I'm just happy to see that there was very good response with Pan's game as well. Hey, Powell! The volume is too low for me, even at maxed laptop volume. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me check, because... Okay, I could do this and this. Wait, let me know if this actually helps. Maybe I'm doing something. Am I doing something? If I am an idiot. I'm gonna tell you that. So in a way, I hope you tell me no, nothing changed, but I would prefer if I was an idiot. Is this better, or it doesn't change? Sa 1 2 1 2. Yeah, that's I thought about that for a bit. Even if I hadn't sucked in, how long should we have timed him out? Yeah. Oh wait, the music turned out a lot, but not the microphone. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me try something. Hold on, I'm gonna switch screen just 1 second. Okay, so let me try this. I'm gonna unhide. here. And now I have this one on. Did it change or not? Lowering the desktop volume. This is such a pain. I'm sorry. You have to go through this. This is actually something I recommend for every pixel artist. Just go into something you are terrible at and stream to the world your mistakes. Nothing changed. Perfect. Amazing. I'm gonna remute this one. Bring this one again on top. Let me see if I can add some filters. I have this one. I can add some gain to the volume of the voice. You're louder now. Oh wait, Gecko coming in clutch. I think I acted on the output gain a little bit too fast because I think you... Oh, really? That worked? You know, the funny thing is I have no idea what I did. I have no... I'm not joking. I have no clue. My ears. Oh no, Fumiko. Powell Muria is now better. Oh, that's so good to hear, guys. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking. Now you lower it again. Wait, this delay in chat is being really painful. Microphone, filters, output. But it's good now. Okay. I'm gonna still just increase the output gain about 6 decibel. I call them decibel in Italian. Decibel, I think. So I'm gonna keep it here. This was so painful, guys, and with this horrible mask on the screen all the whole time. That's nice. I hope this is better. Thank you for that. So yes, welcome, Powell. Nice to see you. I think it's the first time I see you here as well, right? Very nice to see you here. Amazing progress you're making on your projects. Really love to see that coming together. Okay, this doesn't look like a real, like a mask. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I'm gonna pretend that it does for a second, even though I'm not convinced, and try. Yeah, I don't want to do the, the Ninja Turtles thingy with there's a tie on the back here. It's tied, so maybe I'm gonna leave it like that as well. Just put all the highlights in there. Maybe give some more shadows and lights. This is the darkest one I have, right? And this one, yeah. So I'm using the low spec palette, which is not something I would generally go for, but I found myself enjoying it. And I like the idea of having this kind of limits to the palette with something that I wouldn't usually have. Like, for instance, it's much clearer, like here, for instance, there's this kind of rim light on the scroll, which is, like, I probably wouldn't never done that with a free palette, like free range, go whenever I want. So it's cool to see the limitations, how they kind of affect the way we think. Maybe this one can go here. Just like fiddling pixels, not really sure where I'm going. I just enjoying the process, which is something I think people should do more. Apocalypse Fumiko. Relic idea. What about a broken rifle? Okay, could be. Yes, why not? I mean, at first I thought rifle seems something like a technological, achievement. So for it to be a relic, it would have to be. We would have to be in a civilization way after that one came. So it should be a long history of stuff. Could be. Maybe it's like, since we have the cog here, we could actually make a bunch of, cyberpunk-esque things that go together well. So the rifle could be one of them. Maybe do something like that. Maybe use that brownish. Just as a, actually gonna use the purple. It looks like a huge syringe. And this is brand new music from what's his name? White Bat Audio. Gecko, you could have some sort of little statue. Oh yes, I was actually mentioning it on the first stream. I would love to do that, and I would love to break it apart in, like, say you have the head and in pieces, and then you take out bits and pieces. So that could be a really cool thing to do. I'm gonna definitely do that. Well, rifles are pretty old. Yes, no, you're right. You're right. I guess like China, right? Gunpowder. But also on that, I should shut up because I'm probably the most ignorant person I know history-wise. Is something with, I love these kind of handles. It's more like an assault rifle. And then we could have like a different, just to separate them visually. Then I'm gonna recolor the whole thing. It is way too weird. Okay, just randomly putting dots and seeing what's up, like that. Like if I don't like it, I take it out. If I like it, I leave it. That's. Hey, Pirik, welcome. How you doing? One could collect multiple bits. Yes, exactly. I was literally thinking, what kind of game could it be? Like, I imagine like this kind of, I don't know, Days Gone, like nature everywhere, statues kind of popping out and being hidden. I'm gonna leave the silhouette right now. I think could work, but I'm still undecided. I think for it to look like a real relic, it should actually be, I don't know, something like a rifle, but a very interesting rifle. It's either that or, so not an assault rifle. Maybe that's a shotgun. Shotgun could look cool. Okay, now there's some kind of lore building up, I feel, because we have these guys who are like, I feel like it's from a farmer or something. And then the shotgun could also be something related to that. I kind of associate it to, I don't know, farms. Don't ask me why. Let me check. Yo, yes, Paumur Tommy Gun. Oh yes. Pirik, I'm fine. What about you? Super fine. Super happy. I did some progress today with the concept art, not the concept art, the cover art for Noise, for the Stratego game And today I've been doing some coloring on it, and that's the most tricky part to me. Like I kind of really like the monochromatic tone, and yeah, it's hard to put color and be convinced about it. Gecko, have you seen a handgun? I actually never seen a handgun. I mean, probably I've seen it, but I never handgun. I mean, like a pistol, a handgun, gun, eh? Let me see. Yeah, I'm seeing pistols, but I wrote down handgun, so I'm not sure if that's what you meant. I kind of like this tiny kind of shotgun looking, very compressed. It's like a cut. How do you call that? Like a barrel? Half barrel or a thingy? A handgun, eh? Okay, so that's actually the how it's written, okay? It's probably one of the OG firearms. It's essentially a stick with a bit of metal on it that goes boom. Oh wait, let me check that out. This is cool. And gunner. Oh wait, oh right, yes, I saw this. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this would be actually like very doable. I'm not sure though if it's clear enough. Like since I'm doing like a mixed kind of asset thing, like if it was just guns, probably it could be cool to add specialized stuff like that. I mean, I'm saying specialized, but I'm the ignorant, so it could very well be me. Hey, Nikki, and I'm here, and now we go offline because Nikki is here. That's it. End of the stream. Bye bye, everyone. In a meeting, so I can chat Matt, but hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you. Okay, let's try. What happened to the? Oh, I thought this was the palette. It was huge like this. I was like, what happened? You know what? What if we stick to gold? Let me uncheck contiguous. That's super dark. Maybe we could have like this barrel here. I call it barrel, so forgive me if that's absolutely wrong. I'm gonna call it barrel. Just sounds maybe some rusty. Yeah, this bit's a bit rusty. It's not very clean. Maybe this bit here is the dark one, and this bit here is the brownish one. I would say it makes maybe more sense. Thinking would even go in. Do I have a darker brown? I mean, it's this one. Yeah. When I'm unconvinced, I do Minecraft villager sounds. That's very good to know. Okay. Not very happy with this though. Trying to find some form of shadow that could work. This bit here. I could try this one. It's actually interesting. Gives some kind of vibrance to it. And that's the thing I'm talking about. Like I would never use this color, but sometimes I don't know. It just works. No, I think that's already kind of okay-ish. But I wanted to have. Let me check. Maybe this one could be coppery. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Not convinced. I liked it more before. go back to the actual, yeah, I think I inverted that. I think it made more sense like that. Then we can add some details. I don't... Yes, I was not feeling it. Sometimes it's just the best thing to do is just go back. Retreat. I don't like this. And okay, let me pause on that for a second. So we have some weaponry and stuff that is coming along spontaneously. I'm not sure. Let's go for the statue as well. There was also an idea. I think that's pretty cool as well. So what I'd like to do is also go for silhouette, and I'm thinking I don't want the grid. Control tilde is that, so I can see this 16 by 16. But it came a little bit Indian. But I think I'm gonna go free without grid, so I'm not I don't know. What kind of statue could it be? Who is this? I mean, I did this kind of guy, so it could be interesting if we do something related to these guys. Be similar, maybe not exactly that. Do this. Do this. And I think it should be all just like stony material, so I'm not gonna use other values. The eye is gonna be a little bit tricky. Yeah, I should I hope maybe I should stick to the purples for the stony look. Just testing. See, this blue is already kind of off. If I stick to these three tonalities, it should be fine-ish. But I don't want to overdo it because otherwise it doesn't seem like it's a whole statue. So I'm gonna first of all clean it up. See if that works. Highlights here and there to imagine the light coming from this side. It's beautiful arrow, huh? Look at that. Wow. Best pixel artist around. I could work already, maybe. And I don't know what it is, but I feel good about it. I feel like it's a good starting shape. It's like a gargoyle-ish looking thing. Extreme light. I could do some bounce light over here just to... Yes, this feels good. Look at that. Look at that. And this would be the head. Something... I mean, not obvious. Would you say these are the eyes if you just saw it like this? I kind of feel it should have, for some reason, something on top. Shift H. Pirik, all the time I watch your stream, I just realized the dancing guy on the left. Actually, I think I added that today. So, that's... Or did I? I don't remember actually. Yeah, that's... I think that's the Olympian... The Australian Olympian that did the breakdance championship. And I did like maybe 1 year of breakdance when I was a little kid. So I'm not... I would never call myself a breakdancer. But I kind of seen people doing it. And that was so bad. I cannot... Like what we saw, that was so bad. I feel a little bit sorry for the backlash she had, but I mean, I blame mostly the judges, the people that let her in. I was kind of pissed. He deserves respect. Respect! What is it with the notifications on Discord? On Discord. It's so painful also to when you come in Discord and you have all the notifications red, and that's because somebody got in and made a bunch of spamming. That's really bad. Really bad. Okay, I'm gonna keep it like this, the head. I think that's okay-ish. I want to... I'd like to have him a big belly. And I kind of see it like a lizard being or something, right? It could be... Maybe wouldn't go that far down. I feel this could be the chest area. I mean, I could activate the symmetry and then move it. Oh no, I hate it when it's like that. Oh yes, I do have it. What else do I have here? The lightest one. Thinking to make some... no, I cannot use the symmetry. Okay. Because I want to make some highlights. Turn that off. Only from one side. As if there is some kind of pattern on the head, on the belly. Not sure. It could work. Now it has a little bit too much volume in here. Okay, that actually could work. And I'm not convinced about... I mean, it doesn't really look like a statue unless we add... Fumiko. Fumiko, I need you. What's the word I'm looking for? And this is the first time I actually use the word pores in a way that makes sense. After maybe the first time we mentioned that. So this is a great day. This is a historic moment. Some pores. Could look messy, but it could also look pretty cool. And for now, I kind of like it. I also don't mind because I was thinking I should add, you know, like here maybe leg. You know, maybe it's sitting or crossing legs like this, and then meditating. I'm thinking the crossed legs are actually a pretty cool solution. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. highly experimental each pack. No plan whatsoever. This is highly... I don't recommend doing that, but it's also fun. Like I usually go with a specific goal in my head, so I kind of know where I want to go or where I don't want to go. This time, nothing. So let me check. Some bounce light from the ground, maybe. And should be less light in here. I don't have a darker... No, that's the darkest one I have. Damn. So yeah, I'm gonna have to stick with that. Feels like, you know, like a hardcore world to be using just a limited palette. Could be here, but not that low. Maybe we could stick to this one, just on the side, just a bit, and over here, highlight, big highlight. Okay, this is looking interesting. Statue with a hovering face. Absolutely normal. And now today I was doing that piece for Noids, for the Stratego redesign, which is a pretty cool project. We've been kind of dancing around it for a while, and every now and then he contacts me about this. Hey Gecko, very nice to see you here. Good luck with the art thing, thank you. I'm going to vanish now. Have a good one, and it was nice seeing you, man. Ciao, ciao. So yeah, we've been kind of like, he contacted me a long time ago about, you know, sprites to use as units in the game, and we did that, and it looked pretty cool. And then you know, live had something to do and stuff. And now he reached out again, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, right, Stratego. It's actually a pretty exciting project. And okay, I feel these loose dots kind of too much. Maybe they, yeah, missed the point. Some shadow here. Yeah, it's okay. I could also add some darker shadows, since the highlight is over here. The shadows should be even darker, so maybe like that. So that would be the correct. And then as they go in the back here, they could kind of fade in the other blue. Okay, so it's like a turtle shell kind of thingy. Yeah, this works. I would like also a higher, yes, like a lighter one. Boom. This will really make it shine. Shine. Maybe here, and keep it low on there. I mean, it looks kind of too shiny at this point, so it's like metal, not metal, but yeah, some kind of pottery, glazed pottery or something. So I don't like that. Okay, I could. I'm thinking this looks okay-ish. Looks like it's kind of balanced out somewhere. That's because I didn't follow. Oh, no, wait, it's the thingy that. So let me. Don't need that. So yes, this looks this is more like a costume than an actual statue. So we can just go with that. That's okay. Maybe some highlights as well in here. It would be cool to keep them separated so you can join them, but I also want to see once you join them if they look cool. So maybe I'm gonna duplicate this whole thing without the mask and just move it down. And since the light is coming from there, yeah, I'm thinking I could just simply do like a version that is detached, so all the single pieces, individual pieces, and then simply the all-together version. Probably would be nicer if it was like a modular thingy where it just works, but that's okay. So this is a bit that is in the shadow, so it doesn't, like, it looks like there's nothing going on there, but we have to kind of fake it. And then highlight over there, maybe some rim light in the back. This feels good. I see the face. Voila. Okay, that should be kind of okay. Very dramatic. Strong highlights. And this looks okay. I kind of feel like it gives away the idea that it's a statue, I feel. Or maybe not. Yeah, I like that. And then this one we just get rid of, and then we just break it down. And since we have these tiny cells, I mean, we can go. Let's see. Can we break? Can we break it? And this would be the back. Could work. It's not very obvious, I have to say. Not sold. I think it should be maybe 3 pieces, and you know, they should show some bigger part, otherwise it just doesn't make sense as a shape, like a bunch of pixels scrambled together. Maybe, yeah, this would be. Oh, this is a cool music. Cool track. Let's see. Why not? Okay, this feels like a piece of rubble. And I mean, probably gonna have to be a separate page, like a separate layer. Because maybe this is more like a 32 by 32 grid kind of thing, where I can lay them out very easily and nicely. These ones are all 16 by 16, so I'm gonna maybe keep those ones. I'm gonna just go Control X and go 32 by 32. Control V. Yeah, I think these ones work better. Yeah, the full one kind of has that 1 pixel on each side. That's cool. Didn't plan for that. That's good to know. Yeah, the face would be like here. Yeah, so basically every developer can set the grid of the texture atlas or just sprite atlas to, you know, be 32 and AutoCAD everything. That would be, I think that's nicer. Also for these ones, I feel it would be a good idea. Let me try and see what we can do with this. The pistol. The pistol. Maybe a highlight. I'm surprised Morgana didn't attack me yet. Asking for either food of a plate or playtime. It's very unusual. Okay, we got them all. Yeah, there's not something that convinces me color-wise on this one. Feels kind of bland, not really interesting, you know. So maybe there's this kind of nail in there. Maybe the brown. That's the darkest brown I can get. Okay, that's a tricky. And Pirrik, you finally finished your skeleton. Heck yes. Nice one. Now fully focused on watching me. Oh, that's good to hear though that you did the skeleton. How was it? I do have an example here. I did think about sending, but then I thought, you know what, maybe it just feels, I don't know. So many things. Each, no, it's not on each. It's a 16 by 16 characters. Oh, where's the monster farm? Holy cow. So many layers. I think it's this one. Yes. I had this Skelly here, which of course, okay. But yeah, it's still, I use just a singular pixel. And this is, I think it's 32 by 32. Grid settings. That's 32 by 32. So yeah, it's way easier on this format, and so that's and this one doesn't move here. So indeed, it was tricky, that thing you did. Wait, how are things? This amazing 16 by 16. No, those are 32 by 32. I do have, I think, wait, let me check if I do have an older one. Yeah, the 16 by 16 is this one. This is the first time I ever used the Aseprite, I think. And I started with this guy. Actually, no, I think it was the Archer. The Archer was my first character. And then I felt like, okay, let's do one every day. And then I think I did like 15 in one day just because I loved doing it, and it was such a new thing for me. So I was super excited, and I did a bunch. And that gave me the idea to do the monster farm, which is like the daily uploads of animations I did for like a month. So no, wait, what am I talking about? More than a month. It was like 100 days. But this, the 16 by 16, the twerking one, this is this is probably the funniest one I ever did. Lots of satisfaction. The jello. Yeah, there are some that are really cool. I love the cat also changing the eye color when it gets angry, and the kind of the fur going up like that, really crazy. This guy is looking like, you know, he's throwing the head and then he's coming back. So yeah, no, this was super fun, and some frames are so weird. Like this one is the wings of the pig going down. So it's cool to see. So the sheep, it's pretty cool to see the sequence. It's jumping and then ducking the legs, so it goes down, then jumps, legs go in, and then it's landing, bam, thunder, and back on his feet. That was you know, at this point I realized, okay, this is so much fun. Aseprite, this was literally my best, one of the best experiences I had with the software, because I just opened it, started doing stuff, and I mean, it kind of worked. Instead, with other softwares, you kind of have to learn a bunch of things before, which is okay, but you know, it kind of hinders the excitement of the new software or whatever. Pirik, bro, how are you so good at controlling mini pixels? It is better to work on 16 by 16 or 32 by 32 while doing animations. I'm so new at it. Well, it's very tricky question, because like there is a pro and con to both of them. So the good thing about the tiniest one, so the 16 by 16, first of all, is an incredible exercise, but at the same time it's much harder to deliver the idea of what you want to do or what the character is doing. So that's the tricky part, just like using that tiny canvas and being able to convey something. So maybe if you're a beginner, but you mentioned, I think you did draw, like you drew before, right, or something. So it might be worth giving a shot to 16 by 16. 32 by 32, it's easier on the readability wise, but it's more pixels to animate, so that makes it a little bit harder. For instance, the fringe assets, I believe those are as well about 16 by 16. I mean, the creatures are not, but yeah, they were way harder than the 16 by 16, so they are definitely not 16 by 16. And those were so many pixels, right? Do I have it? Cusco. Where is Cusco? Wait, let me open. Was on Fringe, Aseprite projects. So many. Space Baby, Predator. There's a K. Oh, Cusco. Well, this is also like a simple, kind of simple, because the body is kind of flat color, but yeah, animating this, and this is, let me check, canvas, 80 by 80 is the framing. Show grid settings. If we do, I don't know, 64 by 64, yeah, it's about 48 by 48 maybe, the character. That's pretty huge compared to the 16 by 16. And this one to move, you know, like it's so, like just this movement here, it's quite a bunch of pixels that need to be, you know, not look weird. So this is much more challenging, I would say. Yeah, all the shadows, and you have to keep consistency with the color palette and the shading as well, which is, I think, the most tricky part is that one. So I would maybe recommend starting with smaller ones, and then once you feel like, okay, this is, I'm getting super comfy with that, or you want a challenge, maybe go for bigger ones. Maybe, the 32 by 32 is a great place to be, because you are in between big sprites and smaller sprites, so it's a good kind of compromise, I would say. Yeah, this pistol, there is something I just don't. Me no likey. So I'm gonna also just move it back over here. It's better than before. I think the problem is that I didn't have any shading on it, probably. So it really looks kind of naked and uninteresting. What about, ooh, an orange handle? That's weird. Okay, so this is here, this is there. I feel like this is more suitable. Yeah, this is much better. So yes, but no. Yes, but no. And the creepy smile, yes. Oh wait, sorry, I lost a couple of things. The problem with 16 by 16 is, for me, I can't deliver the character sprite correctly. Oh, you mean it's too small? Yeah, it makes sense. So I would say 32 by 32 is an excellent kind of a midpoint where you can become both more aware of what you like to do, what you're good at, and then translating that into smaller or bigger canvases would be much easier once you. And you already seem like it seems like you have a lot of control. The fox was pretty cool. So I think it's just a matter of just doing every day a little bit as you are. And if you keep doing that, you're gonna be amazing. That's no questions. Absolutely. I would bet money on it. I mean, that's really the case with anyone. I think, like, if anybody, spends every day a little bit of time doing something, then you will get, better at it for sure. But for maybe people that also have a passion for it, then that's different. Yeah, I said I'm gonna leave the gun, and then I kept going in because I didn't like it. So let me move somewhere else. Ooh, Fumiko mentioned a broken crown last time, I think. That could be an interesting one. We have some drum and bass. Wait, is this still... yeah, that's still wide bed audio. Okay. Some low-key drum and bass. Let's try doing this. And then this should be the back part of it, right? And then let's use this one. Tricky and tricky. Could work. Could work, but it's not really enthusiastic. Okay. Full on shadow on this side, and maybe some tiny highlight over there, and then a hole. It could work. Just going randomly on stuff. It's fun, but it's also, I don't recommend it. It's better to go with an idea what you want to do. I mean, some days it's a good, like there is a good, what you call that, flow. It just seems to go well. Everything kind of fits in the right space. Today, not sure. I think I was already kind of exhausted by the rendering of that piece I did this morning. Which, you know, like I think the hardest part of rendering stuff, not rendering stuff, of just having long hours to do a piece, is that after a while you kind of lose objectivity of what you're doing, or how, you know, everything is balanced out. So taking a break always kind of works in a little bit, you know, like you just take a break, go out, you know, just, and then when you come back you see all sort of mistakes, or you kind of go, okay, that's actually not as bad as I thought, kind of. Yeah, this, I'm thinking I'm going way too, not liking that. So I think I'm gonna just go one more time. This time maybe instead of going that way. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, I could do that, and then this, and then something like that, and then lock the alpha, get a very dark brown. Always tricky to get those angles. Wow, this sucks. This is so bad. What is happening? Okay, but a little bit better. What was happening? There's some issues with these guys. Let me go back on the brush, normal mode. Yeah, I just hate this one. What is this? Like, it's really bad. Now it's good. No, we can make it better. I know there are better crowns in my head. Somehow they are stuck in there. They don't want me to let them out. Maybe, you know, I could do something. I'm gonna close by one, then use the middle one to do something like that. Oh, a little hard, huh? What do you think? I mean, why not? Let me use the orange for that. Just appeared. I didn't decide. It's too high. And I'm sure some highlights will also really help a lot with this. The metallicness. metalness, metallicness. Maybe that one. Eric, I think it's good. Oh, nice, thank you. Yeah, I think the little heart. Since it's a broken crown, you should make the heart broken. Oh, that's a tricky one though, because how do I break a heart in such small scale? I mean, what I could do, it's either break it in a way that it's like it's just rotten, so go very dark. I mean, I say very, but this is the palette, so cannot go further than that. But 1, 2. I wish I could use some alpha opacity to get some cool effects. I mean, this doesn't really look like a crown after some wearing some rust. Yeah, it doesn't really. Went off track. I mean, okay. Probably the heart was a bad idea. Probably this one was also. I'm gonna move them to the side. Yes, no idea. This is absolutely horrible. This is not something I would like people to download from me. What is this? Nope. I mean, could, but also it doesn't really. Like, I think it should be higher standard. It's just not ringing with me. And what's the time? Let me check the time. So 4:20. Okay, it's been 1 hour 20 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna stretch my legs for a couple of minutes, just because I've been sitting way before the stream even started, and I forgot to do that. Yeah, not sold on this, but let's get some reflections. I think it could be okay as a brand new crown, but yeah, I mean, we did call it collectibles and not artifacts, so it could also be that this is an actually shiny brand new crown, right? Like, we wouldn't be wrong. Highlight here, so here. I feel this highlight should be here, and then there should be this kind of orangey, and then again highlight, or maybe not. Yeah, welcome in my head. This is how it sounds like in my head. Like, let's go here. No, let's go back there. Oh no, let's try pink. What about a sausage? What about Santa? Okay, no, I'm not. I was about to say I'm kind of okay with this, but I'm not. So I'm gonna leave it also. Like, I'm leaving everything to do later. That's a bad sign. Also, I think it would make sense to have a hole in here, because it would be, yeah, something like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of anti-alicid effect I'm not too fan of. So yes, let's move it in the dumpster of ideas. Let's move it here together with. So basically, I didn't do any progress. if if I actually think about this, I mean, we did experiment a little bit. I think this one could use some interesting thing. So I'm thinking about. Hey, let me duplicate it first before I do any major changes. Control D. Thinking about cloth. Not sure how I'm gonna deliver that though. I don't think it's gonna be an easy task. You like the right one? Yeah, it kind of, like there is something to it. I do see it. So I'm gonna keep it here in the corner just because there is something I'm not convinced about. And I'm also way too critical about my stuff. So I just let me know if something is like you really like it and you just want it there. But I tend to be kind of hardcore when it comes to my own things. So I'm gonna, it's not too, yeah. I'm gonna leave it here for now, but not throwing it away. Because yes. So if this is a cloth, it would be kind of shadow here and shadow over there. Well, there's the head. I mean the head thingy. Doesn't make too much sense, right? It looks like a beard. What about yeah, no. Definitely no, not what I had in mind. I was imagining like one of those, like like a bandana to put in front, but made of gold. Yeah, not really worth it for now. And I think I'm choosing also the wrong days to do streaming. Like I'm always super tired, so that's maybe a disservice to you as well. But I hope it's not too frustrating to watch me go around destroying my own things. That could have helped before. Maybe I could use this, give like a leathery vibe. Yeah, nah, no worries, bro. That's very nice to hear. And also the technical issues at the beginning, it's pretty crazy. I never managed to have like a smooth, perfectly smooth thing going on. There's always some shenanigans. I always like to watch you paint some little squares. That's good. Helps me to understand how good artists think. Oh, that's super nice from you. Thank you. Yeah, I hope it's not too chaotic because I recognize that, I should really speak out for every single process. That's super hard because sometimes I don't even know exactly why something is not resonating. Here on this one, for instance, I'm pretty confident. I don't like it because it's like the readability. It's kind of there, but it's not hitting you on the face. You know, that's already better with that. Getting rid of that super dark one. You know, so there are some things that I kind of already know what I like, what I don't like. But other times I have no idea. Just let it go of my hand. I also really like to start from silhouettes when I have no idea. You know, and just literally go randomly all across the canvas, just doing brush strokes. And already this guy, you know, this looks like a hat. With you know, this guy has a purple t-shirt and is, you know, bringing around something on his head. Like no idea what that is. Like a boulder. So, you know, that's crazy. Like you don't have any clue of where this is gonna go, but it just happens, and it's super fun. And I see so many people just not having enough fun with this. Like it's just such a playground, you know. So yeah, this is something, and this looks like a, I don't know, water thing, and then a diamond. So that's pretty fun to do. But also I don't, like, I know that if I show these people, like, this stuff to experts, they'll probably see a gazillion mistakes. Or, you know, the illustration I did as well. Like, there are always people that are so much better than you, and I always think about them. And I always think like, I am not them. So this sucks. Which is wrong, but also pushes you forward. I feel like it's okay for now. I'm gonna just stretch out my legs a little bit. I feel like this could be... Let me change the color just very quickly, just to check it out. We have that, and then the super highlight. Okay, this is much clearer. So I'm gonna use this one. I'm not a big fan of color, but yes, it does work much better. Some more nose. That's too much nose. Pyrrhic, yeah, but I think it's how normal people sees them, not artists. For me, or for someone who doesn't draw, it is enough because we can't see the flaws, so it's perfect. Yeah, no, that's true. I also like, that's something that also happened to me in time, where I started with being super, like, I was just having fun drawing, you know, and I started drawing because I wanted to become a paleontologist. So I started drawing dinosaurs, stuff like that, and writing all the info about them, you know, like looked like concept art, but I was literally just copying from a book. And then at a certain point, like, people were super nice with me about it, and they were like all complimenting me, and there were people saying, "Oh, you're a genius, my god," you know, and crying. And so I got a little bit too hyped about myself, and being really honest here. And then after probably when I was 19 or 18, I started just thinking, okay, what else is there? And looking around and just checking out other people, and in any kind of art, not just, you know, visual art. And you just see so much talent. And for me, it was not the technique. So it's not the technique to me. The technique you learn anywhere. Like, it just takes time. So that's okay. And it's cool to see good technique around. You know, it's always like a massage to your eyes when you see good stuff. But the crazy thing to me was the storytelling of some people. You know, just how like the delivery of something, like a message or it was a concept, a story. It was not just the drawing, you know, like look at this, and it was like, yeah, this is so cool. No, it was like, you know, do you want to hear a story? And then they would, you know, just tell this story with and for me that was like mind blowing. I was like, oh wait, okay, so I can also not just draw because it's cool to draw, but also like tell really cool stories. And yeah, so a mix of weird feelings about it, because now I am the most critical person for my own things, as I mentioned before, but as most creative people are. So it's not just me, it's just like a very common thing. I keep adding highlights to the back of this because I think that was enough. Yes, that's good. Yeah, there was a moment where I forgot that I was having fun, you know, that I needed to have fun, and I was focused way too much on the technique and becoming good or doing whatever, or and I didn't have fun anymore because I was doing it for a different reason, and started hating it because I was like forcing myself to do it, not really doing something that I would choose to do. You know, I mean, I would choose to do it, but I just tricked myself into thinking that I didn't want to do it, and so that brought like a sort of a pause. Oop, advertisements. Um, yeah, I took a very long pause. Like it was 5, 6 years, 7 years. I don't even know. And also completely abandoned any kind of social media. I still kind of struggle with the idea of social medias. I do understand how important they are, and you know, especially for what we do, pretty important. But there's a part of me who, like, that is, I don't know, tired of social media. I mean, not in its entirety, because I still, like, every day I just watch YouTube videos and stuff. Just the content for content, and people doing stuff because they need the content, you know. And I started these YouTube to do something that I enjoy and love doing, and just, you know, chill here in this kind of a safe space for me. Super exposed, but I feel like it's a safe space for my interests, what I like to do. And yeah, it's been a few years that I reconciled the old me that was having fun and enjoying the process, and I reconciled it with the modern me, which is like more, I don't know, pragmatic, more critical, pain in the ass. Yes, okay, I'm abandoning this mask. It was way too long, and also I've been talking way too long about that, so let's move on. But yeah, one thing I would like, just to wrap it super short, one thing that I would personally love, you know, that was, somebody could tell it to me before. My English is gonna be a whole. Yeah, it's just really enjoy it. Find a way to enjoy it. If you're not enjoying it, do something else. There's something wrong. You're not gonna enjoy it all the time, but you know, like, just keep the playing part of it just active all the time. That's the hardest thing. Let me see. Nikki, do you have a broken sword, or how about a religious totem? Yes. Oh, look at this, because I think you were gone for a little bit. Let me show you this. Boom! We have this little statue. Look at that. I meant to do an onomatopoeia, but I said baboon. It's not a baboon. It was just a baboo. But this is the statue. We're missing the lower part. I think we can. Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong layer, but we're gonna make also this piece was broken, and we can make a little hole like on the top here, and this could already work as a, you know, like a set. Pirrik, well, I think you should post what you draw on Insta, by the way, not as content to Yeah, I know. It's so true. I'm just so bad at it. I mean, I'm not bad. I just don't think about it. That's the problem. But thank you for that. Just to document your journey. Yes, it's true. It's true. Hey, Claudia. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, I think that's the beauty. And that's the reason why I started YouTube, to document I don't know, from the stages where I was kind of hiding in a cave from the world. No, I wouldn't say hiding. I was really chilling in a cave, okay? So I was it's not like I was afraid of the world, but I was really chilling and saying like, you know what, I love doing art. I don't, I don't like being on social media for, just to publish it and just, advertisement, whatever. But it's necessary. So yeah, weird topic. I mean, always been pretty hard for me to just come into terms. Is that a thing you can say? But yeah, I'm using much more Reddit right now. I mean, even that I stopped using for a week or something. But yeah, the only thing I miss is the consistency in the social media realm. Otherwise, what am I doing? Why am I here? Nikki, what have you done? I was done with the statue. Nikki, aren't you? You should be ashamed of yourself. Look. Nikki. But why? What is this? Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna leave it like that and like that. Yeah, it's okay. Every time I say it's okay, it's probably 100 pixels before I stop. I actually stopped. Nikki, I asked a simple question. No, you didn't, Nikki. No. You didn't. You knew I was gonna go I was gonna go crazy with it, Okay, let's stop with that. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I honestly, now that I think about it, so let's go back on this layer. I'm gonna create a new layer, Shift N. Nikki, eventually you're going to have to do something like this for Gidzik artifacts. What's Gidzik? Oh, it's like for a fringe? So my thought is that it could have a hand just going in like that. And he's holding something. Wait, what is happening? No, I didn't want to use this layer. I wanted the new layer, please. 32 by 32, new layer. Thank you. So it could have like a hand in here. Actually, there might be something that is another career path in the game, right? Yes. You become a xenoarchaeologist and you search across fringe for them. Oh, hell yes, please. Please do. And for those who don't know, Fringe is the project that Nikki has been working on for Game Jam, and it turned out, and it not turned out, it got second, right? So that's pretty cool. And we've been yeah, doing some stuff together, and that's his project, of course, but I could help a little bit with some animations and stuff. Please do that career path. I love that. Would totally go for it. So I'm gonna first try to render it just a little bit, this arm, otherwise when I copy it I have to do the whole thing. I'm thinking this could be the hand seen from the side, right? Yes, this is the pinky. The pinky. This is the top of the arm and the elbow. Maybe the elbow could use highlight. So this will be not super clear. What's what? Let me just the hand. Okay, so I could use in the background some darker color. Okay, this is clearer. And it could be cool to give it. So this is one hand. I'm gonna Control T to select it, Control C, then Control V, then Shift H, so it's inverted, and then we have a duplicate and we can move it over here. That's a lot of shortcuts. Sorry about that. Control C, Control B, Control B. And I got more excited for each shortcuts, got more and more excited until I explode. And I thought it could be cool if he held like gems, right? Something like that. They would need to be done on a separate layer. So let me do that. Statue arm. Then layer 2 should be the gems. And do we have a pink? We do. I'm thinking I'm gonna just do, maybe that's okay. Hardcore red, I don't. Oh yes. Yeah, like this could already be, maybe. Experimenting a little bit. I'm trying to use this set of colors. Let me organize them. Wait, what's this one? Ascending by hue, please. Thank you. So I have all the reds kind of lined up. Yeah, I was missing this one. You see, you see. Yeah, it could be fun to have little hands here. Hand needs to be holding a banana. Why? A ruby banana, a super precious banana. And the rare collectible is the banana, it's not the... I think this looks okay. I think the elbows are a little bit too pointy. Wait, was that? Oh, that's the guy. So yeah, it means that one arm is not centered. But how? How is this possible? Oh, I see, because here it goes 2 and then indent 1, here goes 2 and it doesn't indent 1. Let me fix that. So that was the thing that made me go a little bit off before. So it should be like this. And now, yeah, it has no pointy thingy. What do you call that? Is elbow now. Elbow. Is it clear? Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. I should make, yeah, different thingy. Pirnik, yeah, this is perfect. Thank you. Yeah, this is looking cool. Yeah, with the gem, I think it dog, a little bit on extra. Now it makes sense. Very Indiana Jones, I feel like. And I don't know if you noticed, but I said I was gonna take a break. What's the time? 46 minutes ago. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You know what? I'm gonna duplicate the view, move it on the side, and I want the statue to be... I'm gonna leave you with a background to stare at while I stretch my legs. So this is... What a service. Yeah, this... there's some oranges, it makes it look kind of dirty. I don't know. Sounds weird, feels weird. Leave the coin. What do we have here? Let's move it to this guy. This one can be an overview. Yeah, I'm gonna just take a couple of minutes to stretch my legs. Be right back. Gonna be muting just the mic and leaving the music and probably the advertisements, but that's fine. All right, see you in a little bit. Hold tight. Okay. I forgot to turn on the be right back little thingy on top. Where were we? So yeah, I think later on, like off screen, maybe I'm gonna just organize them in a way that it feels a little bit more. Actually, why not doing it now? Let's hide. Let me group these guys. Call it. What was it? The little statue. Go to collectibles, and I want to move the mask. Seems like it's part of this, just for the tonality. So I'm just gonna move stuff here. Coin there. Yeah, I feel maybe these bits. Let's move them. Okay. Just need to organize also for my head to wrap it a little bit better to understand what I'm doing. So we could have, yeah, we said like 32 by 16. Oh, come on. What's happening? Even one more pixel. This gun could be okay. I'm gonna go back on it after, sure. There's something about it that doesn't convince me. It's just too common, you know? Like I don't see, like, unless there is some lore attached to it, I don't see how this you know, stands out as a rare thing. Or maybe the rarity of the item, you know, is just determined by the background of the icon. So that could be just the developer side problem. But I don't know, I kind of like the idea that the asset speaks for itself. So I think that's the goal, like to have, you know, like if you download the merchants from Pen, you know, it's so clear. You know, like it's just, yeah. So this one is more like an experiment. I think this one could also be part of these ones. These two, somehow they're related to the weapons. And I don't like this one, I like this one. If we're gonna keep the knife. So we have little shears, then a golden skull. Then I feel like this one and the what was this called again? I'm gonna always forget. Gecko mentioned it before. Let me check. I need to remember. I need to. Oh, the Kopesh. So I feel like the Kopesh and the Falks are a bit too similar. So I'm gonna make an inside chat votation to decide which one we're gonna keep. If you are there, let me know. I'm gonna just leave them here. I'm gonna say this is the scythe, so farming tool or weapon. One of the two is gonna win. For now, I'm gonna keep maybe this one. So this coin, I don't think it's worth keeping unless we make it into something else. I don't know what is this, but just a pile of coins makes sense. Let me undo. Maybe we're gonna use it later. Put it back as well. So yes, they look kind of related. Maybe the scroll and this one feel more like they belong together. This golden coin, I'm gonna put it here. No specific reason, just fiddling around. This music, too dark. Let me go. Well, it's gonna be dark anyways, but I was getting into my brain. This is good, but I feel like the glass is just too bright. What if we do that? Is that too weird? That's a little bit weird. Doesn't work. Okay, this could work. A bit of green, a bit of pink. Somehow. Maybe we can use just one highlight. Couple of highlights. Okay. And then the cog. Okay, this is definitely all together or something along the lines. I'm gonna get rid of those. Probably this one needs. Now it's a little bit clearer. Okay. Yeah, gonna move on. So the guys with the tongues, of course, are together. These ones, I still don't see how they are relevant. Like, what are they even? So probably also gonna delete them. This pack. So we have a key, maybe. Why not? These are always welcome. Okay, this could be... It's a thick... It works. Now I'm gonna try to keep just the highlights on the top parts. This could be a nice way to fake the difference in planes. That's probably too much. I think this works already. So maybe some highlights help over here, and should be also in the inner part, but I'm not gonna. Just too low of a resolution. Okay, this already works, I think. Super basic key. We have one key. What if we have like a set of keys? Like this is one, and then we have this one. Woohoo! Is that even clear? This is I'm not sure. Maybe it should be shorter. Maybe the size should be the same. And then, of course, well, we could do color variations, but I think that's easier to do via engine. I mean, it would be even better to have like just grayscale assets. So you can go Control U and bring the saturation down. Have something like this, and then the problem is combined colors wouldn't work because this is gonna take, you know, just gonna become monochromatic. But stuff like this, metal and keys, you know, like this very crude, just one-dimensional, not one-dimensional, just one material. Now these mixed ones would be a problem. So, yeah, if I change the hue of this one, just directly could, still works actually. Yeah, so in game you can just switch to different kind of, maybe you know, make the whole, yeah, and then we have a blue banner. So yeah, these guys, okay, I'm gonna delete them. I don't like them. We have a couple of keys. We could have, what else could we have? A pair of glasses? Pair of glasses, why not? Why am I doing them over here? Let's see. It's cute. Could use maybe this one. Kind of ruined a little bit. Maybe they're broken actually. That makes way more sense. Never felt so good to break glasses. Could help a little bit of extra. Maybe this. That is good. Okay, I think this one already kind of works. We could do golden little thingy. So maybe you can use the dark space like this dark thingy for the end. But no, I think it works so much better like this. Super simple. That's it. Let's keep the glasses. These are the professor glasses. I don't know. There you go. Shift H. Okay, we have the glasses. We could do a whole kit of things that belonged to someone. Maybe. Honestly, I don't think that's a good idea, but for instance, this is pencil. Actually works. Oh, the red pencil. The easiest pixel art ever done. It kind of looks okay. And the funny thing is we can do the red pencil, the blue pencil. Yes, I'm gonna make an each pack just of this and put it at 100 euros. No, the pencil, it's just too, of course, it's just, I don't know. I like the idea though. I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna keep it. What else? We have a guy with the tongue. We have a necklace. Maybe we could have like a bone necklace. What about that? Something where you have this bit here. Well, this is pure white. I don't want that. Do a little bit of yellow. This one. Okay. And then maybe like a string that's kind of holding it. Maybe that's literally it. Like, it's not even like a pendant. I mean, it does look good as a pendant, I think. Like a super crude survival pendant. Just to assert, hey, you know, this is, you don't joke with this tribe. We take bones and we make necklaces out of them. So this, I think it is cool. Adding a little bit of shading, shadows over there, even though it might be too much. Probably can use even darker bone. Yeah, like here and here. It's coming along nicely. Maybe. And then, which one is this? This one. You can use maybe that one. Okay. Tiny highlight. And I feel this brown. It's okay. It's okay. We can keep it. I was like thinking maybe it's too dark, but it's just compared to this background. Okay, second necklace. We have it. I think it's okay. We could even duplicate. Wait, what is happening? Oh, I'm in the background. Sorry about that. And then we can maybe make a shark tooth. Maybe. or some sort of a, yeah, something that is not good. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. Nope. I feel like that highlight should be on this side. Maybe goes up like this. I don't know. Just feels kind of extra since we have this one. Like there's not. Yeah, we don't need this one. We could have tarantula. Don't know why I'm thinking about that. And probably easier if I start from front. Yeah, this is a bad idea. I'm also on the darkest color already. Okay, not a tarantula, but kind of a spider with weird orange legs. Now I'm alternating between these two oranges just so I can visually separate them. Oh, actually it seems like these are already legs. Why? Why did a spider appear on this screen? That's beyond my understanding. And also not a big fan of the super bright orangey thingies. Yeah, it's just an insect. Why? What is it doing here? Has nothing to do with us. It's not a jewel, it's literally just an insect. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna press E, make the brush very big and press once on top of it. Ah, this is so much better. I think this spider works much better. Nikki, you want that orange. Well, finally coming to your senses on that orange. Yes, wait, it was on the coin, right? It was, yeah, this one. This is what triggers. Yeah, that spider was looking wonky. Wonky. Chubb's favorites, orange, golden, and purple. Oh, yes. Well, at the moment, I'm stuck with this palette. I could actually, let me do some greenery. Why not? Greenery, I mean, not greenery, but something green. What could it be? Green and rare. What kind of a question is that? What is green and is also rare? Well, okay, now I'm kind of going thematic. It looks like, you know, most of the stuff is very ancient civilization kind of thing. Let's see if you can recognize that. And Nikki, leaf? Yes, I'm gonna do a leaf for sure. But I'm thinking, you know, since it's a rare collectible, it should be a special leaf, like something that is not like a normal I mean, I could do, why not actually? Because the collectible doesn't mean, you know, could be plants. Could be just like a bunch of flowers. I want to see who recognized this. I'm gonna keep rendering until somebody... darker? Yes. I'm gonna use just in the middle. There's so much, like such a curve, like a slope I made. Way too much. Actually, it was better before. And could use some thickness as well. Okay. Maybe it has, yes, this is the perfect color. Feel like it's not clear enough. There is huge like that. Maybe that's too much. So yes. Nikki got it, I think. I'm pretty sure he did. Yes. Yes, you got it. Got it. And to make a little reflection somewhere. Oh, it's your lucky charm, really? Oh, that's cool. I feel like this should be the thickness over here, and this should be the thickness over here. Such dark music. I'll be stuck with it for a long time. It's actually cool. I started having fun with it, and in the end, I think I'm gonna still just add it, just have it there. Looking weird on some spots, but it's fine. We're gonna fix them. Fix them. Oh, you were saying that as a leprechaun. Me lucky charms. Yeah, I discovered about them a long time after I stopped believing in. Oh wait, I shouldn't say some things in chat actually in a live, because you never know. So I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, I discovered about leprechauns only after a while, because in Italy we don't really. I mean, there is myth, but it's not really that. We use other kind of. The pot of gold. I mean, the leprechaun for us, yes, every time you see the rainbow, right? Should be at the end of the rainbow thingy. Nikki be hobbing. So you started talking to the space banjo artist, and they played some Fringe and liked it. Oh, yes. Title screen music, hell yes. Did you find an actual banjo player? Or is it like a MIDI banjo player? Which is also okay, but just curious. And the banjo is one of the most incredible instruments. I think it's such a cool instrument. And my father used to, he was a musician. And he once was recording a whole orchestra of elements. There were like more than 100 elements in the orchestra. And there was there's this instrument which is typical from South America called the charango. It's a very tiny guitar. and you can look it up. It's such a beautiful sound, very like Peruvian Alps kind of music. And there was this charango in the middle of the orchestra. It was just one, and for hours he'd been mixing and trying to figure out what was wrong with the recordings. There was something wrong, and at the end it turns out it was the charango frequencies were so high and so high pitched that no matter how many arcs and other instruments you would put on top of it, he would still hear that frequency. It was just so annoying, and he had to mute like I don't know, 100 and something tracks to find out only after a while that it was the charango. So I love that kind of stuff. So the music has been on the streams. It's by a person that publishes as Space Banjo. Oh, that's that fits like a glove. What? Really? I thought you meant... Wait, let me read again. Did you mean, like, is the music going to be including a banjo as an instrument? Like the soundtrack? Or did you mean, like, by banjo is just the name of this guy, the Space Banjo? Let me read that again. I started talking to the Space Banjo artist. They because of her... Oh, okay. A theme song. You didn't mention a banjo in the theme song. Okay. That's on me. Sorry about that. Chaos. Utter chaos. Oh my god, this leprechaun hat. There is something off about it. Just can't. I think it's this straight line just messing with my head. Just messing way too much. Yeah, because if I do this, it's just too much over there. No, I like the fact that it's going out. So you reach out. Space Banjo is their name. Needs a gold buckle. Oh, you're right. I thought you were talking about the banjo. This is how... Yeah, this is like talking to me what it feels like. Completely out. I think we should use, yeah, something like that for darkest section, and maybe some lighter one for here. That's too much, if you like. So we didn't leave any original red, which is bad, so let me change that. I kind of like this. I wish we had more greens. I mean, we do have this highlight one we could use just for the corner. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that's pretty valid. We could use a blue for the shadow as well, which is something or purple, let me see. Something I rarely do, but sometimes it just works so well. And in this case, yeah, it's not that bad actually. Oh. Interesting. Needs a gold buckle, so now you need a 4-leaf clover. Yes, that's true. For another collectible. Yes, you're right. I'm gonna keep the green as it was, because I think it worked pretty well. And let's add that purple just to kind of mess with our brains. It's there, and you don't notice it straight away. Maybe it's in the middle. It's not like an edge thing. Ooh, that was too much. Okay, let's move it. I'm gonna leave that 1 pixel for you, Nikki. I'm not gonna leave it orange. I'm gonna leave it purple. Now we have 2 loose pixels. Let me put the leprechaun stuff over here. 3-leaf clover, 4-leaf clover. Ah, tricky. Well, we have to use different greens, otherwise we'll just mix up too much. What if we do half? Half. Half, and then shadow within, and maybe this bit should be all highlighted. Trying to figure out like what the leaf does, like how it bends. So I'm picturing light coming from above and this direction. And I see this top one being like that, and this one too. Yeah, no, I feel this is too much shading for a leaf. It would need to be so much more simple. So I'm not sure if I would go, yeah, maybe irregular. I'm not even sure if they are, how do you say, symmetrical. Maybe they should have like this. Much. Maybe if I lower this, it becomes a good kind of okay. Let me copy, Shift H, move it here, and then we would have like the lowest one, right? It looks long. So this is the darkest one, then the middle one, and then we have the light one, okay. So I'm not sure if I should go. Let's test it out and see how readable or unreadable that becomes. Trying to leave some room for just imagining that there is some kind of, you know, what do you call those? Like the veins, I guess. Okay, this could be. I don't know, it feels wrong. Feels wrong. Maybe they shouldn't be too separated. They should be more combined, and we should have actual shadows between them. Too much. It turns out it's harder than I thought. And there is a way to do it in 4 clicks, I'm sure. That's for sure. It's gonna be a tutorial tomorrow by somebody. It's like, hey, are you struggling like this Italian artist is struggling? Don't be an idiot. Do this. Click, click, and it's perfect. Yeah, this looks like some peas have been laid on top of a table. So 3D. Yeah, no. Let's remove that. I'm gonna go from the bottom. I'm gonna say this is the. I'm not gonna just do the leaves. I'm gonna do. It's also a better green, I feel. It's the 4 that makes it hard. Because then it looks either, you know, like it's either too big, and where's the music gone? Where art thou? I put this one. Maybe skip. Wait. Okay. So many ads. So much adness. So So yeah, tricky. Tricky. Thinking could be good to maybe have it bumping on the side like that. And then we would have maybe just the lights over here. Okay, this looks way more like a leaf, like a 4-leaf clover. Over and over. Where is the music? There we go. I'm not suitable to make the music for the stream. I don't like this highlight. I think it was better before. I mean, kind of stretched out. It's kind of sideways. Kind of a tricky. Not really sure. I think I will just keep trying some more. Okay. I feel like it's coming along better now. Yes. Oh, this is a pretty nice music track. I think, wait, when was it published? 3 days ago. Amazing. White Bat never disappoints. Maybe we could do just the beginning of the... Is that too much? Can do a cut? One more. And then we use like again with purple. That works. Blue. That's interesting. Using purple for but that's really what I like about the limited palette. It's like really pushing you. It's like, you know what? You don't have any darker green. Let's see what you can do now. Like, you know what? Brown. But I think this is okay already. This leaf here I like more than this one. This one doesn't make sense. I mean, it does, but not for pixel art kind of thingy. Also that purple, I think it doesn't have to be there. Like, I don't have to make it weird. Let's do contiguous. What if we... Is that too much? I mean, from a distance would work, but I think it's such a desaturated green. It just doesn't give. It's not good for the. Could use it just like like this. I think this is the best way you can use it for. Just a tiny highlight here and there. Not overdo it, maybe. Darken the part that is going away. It's on the side. Okay. I feel the clover. Yes, got its spot. Kind of a weird angle for this. You know what? I'm gonna keep it like this. I like it. if I bring this one in. Also. Okay. Yeah, I think this the leprechaun hat got me starting with this, and Nikki, great suggestions. Thank you for the 4-leaf clover thingy. What else? What else? We could have like a belt, special belt. I like the idea of it being kind of open in front. Okay. Where this part would be basically going over the other. Oh, the pot of gold, you're right. How could I... You're right. Oh no, this is already the darkest one? Come on. Okay, now we are doomed to use the deepest purple we have. Deep purple. One of the best bands ever exist. Yeah, I think maybe I can already highlight just the tip. This would be going here, and then here, and then here. This would maybe get bigger in front, just because it's nicer. This is the darkest purple. Okay, maybe some blue kind of light coming from the side could be interesting. Really, that's the such disappointment. Should be more. I mean, it could be just the darkest bit that is literally, let's say, perpendicular to where the light is coming from. So this would be so dark. Maybe some light coming in, maybe not this kind of purple in here. And then we can use the gold. Tie this. We have that, we have this. These. I mean, this could already be it. It's a bit confusional, to be honest. I don't feel this is clean asset. But it's okay. Kind of delivers something already, so that's not bad. We need to just make it work. Maybe there is an extra here, something here. All right. I'm gonna keep moving. So this one has to be here. This one's so not too much. It's okay. kind of okay. Liked it before. A bit more. And let's move to the pot of gold. And then this one I'm gonna just put it on pause for now. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's great either. Wait, where am I? Deselect everything. Yes. Yeah, I think it's missing something. It could be also some highlights on the... That already makes it more interesting to look at. And it could be that this side is also kind of lit a little bit. Strong lit. Strong lit. Not sure about that. So yes, let's keep it. I'm gonna put it here. It's okay. It's not bad. I'm thinking that since I'm using this very harsh shadow, I could also use it for the hat. That really makes things pop a bunch more. Yeah. Maybe for the clover, I mean, yeah, helps quite a lot with the readability. This is still the darkest one. Let me get you. Yeah, sometimes that's it. Like some more contrast really makes it. You know something else to add? The feather of a phoenix. Oh ho ho ho! I like that. Really like that. Hold on, let me change. I have to switch to a different track. My headphones are going funky a little bit. 5:40 p.m. 5:40 p.m. Okay, we've been going for a little bit. I could stay until 6. So an extra 20 minutes, more or less. Just having fun. And then tonight is gonna be extra rendering time for the Stratego piece. Okay, the crowns. I cannot look at them. Also the gun. I feel too bad about them. And sorry about that, but I had to. I had no other choice. But this is gonna be frustrating. Having keys not being completely centered. I mean, is this the center? It's gonna be okay. Pot of gold, we said. They should either stay all like that. Yeah, maybe I'm going a little bit too far to first kind of settle down on the pot. Kind of like the idea of making some, coins fly out. Again, some coins fly out. I think it could work. Hey, Pierrick. I'm back. I had dinner. Oh, nice to have you back. How's it going? I hope it was a nice dinner. I think, yeah, this is not its place. And that feels a bit off. I mean, I would love to have just a mountain of gold just pouring down, but I either need a bigger sprite or I have to use like a very strong perspective. Kind of like, you know, the big thing is just in front of you and you maybe see only like a UI, it's cut off and you see all the gold. That would be, but I kind of want to keep all of them in this format, so I'm gonna try. So pot. I think by the music that Whitebat music does, I think it's a little bit older than me, just a little bit. But it sounds that kind of vibe. And Nikki trying to wolf down some lunch before things get more crazy. Hell yes. Pivik, I am super. I eat hard. I don't know if I do disrespect by saying that I had dinner. No. So you ate hard. Wow. I Leprechaun. Oh yes, we started with the theme here with the Leprechaun theme. It sounded. I mean, Nikki started it all. Nikki, how dare you? Every time. How could you? Okay, that sounds cool. No, I'm not. I don't get offended by that. Absolutely. But to stay on that topic, the other day, so I'm half Argentinian as well, so like eating meat is part of how I grew up. Then, yeah, now I think there's just too much cruelty. Like, you know, if I have to buy meat, if I really want meat, I'm gonna buy, you know, the one that I know is treated, but it costs so much. But that's okay. That's okay. Something I'm okay with. But yeah, it just that thought. I'm not vegan or vegetarian, but I do see some points, you know, some stuff into the. It's just we are producing just too much, especially on the not especially, but also on the what it is, the environment thingy. Just the amount of food and water needs to be transported, whatever. But yeah, I don't want to get into that. It's chilling pixel time. Sorry, I went for that. But yeah, I was just thinking about it yesterday, that's all. Think I mean, I don't like these 2 coins just falling like that. It's just weird. Do they look like coins even? Ethan? Nikki be hobbying, troublemakers, that's me. Yes, how dare you. Pirrik, yeah, I agree, but I love meat, I just can't help with it. Since meat is in every meal in the culture, in your culture. May I ask you, well, I don't know if maybe in here it's appropriate, but curious to know where you're chatting from. Okay, so now this doesn't look like a pot because there's no highlights whatsoever. And by the way, you don't have to answer my question. If you don't want to, you know. So let me add that. I'm not sure if it's gonna look like a proper thingy. I don't really eat liver. I even eat. Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, one thing that I tried once, and I'm sorry, I don't want to gross out anybody, but it's just interesting. I cannot do anything about that. Did you ever eat insects? Like what they're called, ants and stuff like that? I was surprised. I wouldn't go as far as saying I loved them, but if you close your eyes, it's just popcorns, and it's just such an abundance of that, and so much protein. Well, not so much, but there is protein in there and stuff. So that's something they call it the future or the food of the future or something, which is funny because it's like, okay, people have been eating insects for I don't know how many years, and you still call it the food of the future. It's been there all the time. Nah, but I want to try. You're from Turkey. Oh, Istanbul. Oh, no way. Oh, that's nice. So we are cousins. I mean, Italy, Turkey. It's pretty much. And I was listening to Turkish artists these days. What's his name? Oh, wait. He's a pretty popular, I think, for your father's maybe generation. What's his name? Turkey. Ahmet Aslan. Ahmet Aslan. Do you know him? Kind of love checking out other countries' music, and I have entire months where I go into like one culture and stuff, and I just listen to that. Like unless it's, if it's pop music, like commercial music, that's where I put where I cannot anymore listen. Like my ears shut off or something. For the rest, very hard to be disappointed with music. I mean, it could also suck, like there are also really really bad. But usually that's something you caught up. How do you say that? You catch live. When you go to a concert and they start this voice, they're like, oh god. Like suddenly I want to go home. So you know the guy. Nice. Yeah. There's a lot of good music from 80s, 90s from us. Yes. And the crazy stuff about Turkey as well is like the amount of culture, like the I don't know, literature and music and poetry and sculptures. And there was that place. I don't remember the name of that place, but there's this island that has this all like a mix of statues of all different cultures from west and also from the east, and they are arranged in such a way that they represent, like the positioning is actually the where the culture is facing, and it's so beautiful to see that. It's like like people start like made these statues to make people feel welcome with their own representation of whatever. It's so ancient, but I don't ask me the names. I don't remember that. That bad. My headphones are crackling, so that's really painful. It's about 10 minutes before we hit the 6 p.m. clock from here. I feel like I need an extra outline to kind of really show that there's a rim. I'm not too proud of this one, I have to say. I don't see it. It's not obvious. It has to be obvious for me. Like you have to just glance, like the hat, it's perfect. The clovers could use. There's something about them. Still not convinced. belt I wasn't convinced, but now it's kind of grew on me. I understand it. So that's gonna stay, I think. The pot, yeah, pot might find different. Is this working? No. Maybe the cap should be somewhere. No, like it shouldn't be just like that, but there should be like that. So much approximation. But it's fine. We're having fun. I mean, I'm having fun. I hope you are chilling and enjoying the process. And by the way, thank you for chilling with me. This is really nice. Nikki, I like the belt. Belt is good. Hell yes. Yeah, feels right. Before there was something. Don't know what. Oh wait, I lost a couple of things. There's a lot of good music. Yes, I sometimes hear it on rap songs from USA. They are used for samples. Or yeah, well, they used everything. But yeah, the music that came from East and oh, it's crazy. Some of my favorite musicians are from Balkans, and you know, it's just so much fun. I mean, probably the lid does something. I just don't seem to be happy with it for now. You know, like I was thinking to do it and then move it here. Problem is, it should be 1 pixel within the grid. That's my goal. Yeah, because I'd like the developers to be able to add maybe an outline if they so desire. Oh, let me check. Wait, I like the pot of gold though. I know what it is, so it makes it nice and easy. Yeah, right. So that's always super hard to do, to try and forget what you're looking at. I mean, I don't think it's easy at all. It's like actually impossible, but you can kind of pretend sometimes. I think the lid was too big. You can do just a tiny version of it, just being open like that. I mean, this could already kind of work. What do you think? I think it could. Didn't think so. Something about it. So definitely need that corner. Probably. You know what? Add a rainbow coming down of the pot to the pot of gold. That will, yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. I mean, I could do. It would be fun to make an actual animation of the rainbow thingy coming out or coming in. But yeah, I'm not convinced about this one. Probably I can still push a little bit some of the highlights to separate them visually. But I feel like it's still a little bit too much. This one can stay here. This one closed. Oh, that was too dark. Okay. Sorry about that. It was okay. It was okay. Yeah. Okay. Gonna leave it, forget about it, and then sleep on it. That's also a thing, to sleep on things. It's such a hard thing to me to do. because I want to finish everything. Like you know, I would want to finish this pack in just the day, but sometimes going back on it is just and also depends on the flow. Like some days it's just good flow, sometimes it's super bad flow. As usual, I say I'm gonna let it go and keep on working and smashing the mouse button. Oh yeah. Maybe this is more of a shadow, gold shadow. Like this. Okay, this could be. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it, and this one probably needs, you know, okay. I have to literally move it away from the screen, otherwise I'm gonna keep touching it. It's crazy. I'm just drawn to it. Let me see. Pyrrhic, sometimes I can't decide if I should overshade or use less colors. Does it happen to you? Oh, are you kidding me? That's absolutely probably one of the worst nightmares. It's really, really hard. I mean, I would love to show. I'm gonna actually show just for 1 second the illustration that I'm doing for the Stratego game. She's coming along pretty nicely. I'm quite happy with it. So let me check. Let me put it on the desktop, because there is something about this one, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. Where is the desktop? What? How is that possible? I cannot find the desktop. This PC? Oh, this. What? Desktop. Oh, thank you. God. Stratego. So one thing, can I open it from here? Okay, now let me do one thing. I'm gonna just drop it directly, otherwise I have to scroll through my whole thing. This PC, desktop, thank you, and oh yeah, indeed open. Let me do. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Well, these ones can go actually. I don't need them. So this one is obviously not pixel art, but what you mean? Like, you know, this is not this part here of the mountain. Like if you zoom out, okay, so I'm gonna just quickly, super quickly go over something that I wish I understood a little bit before you know, drawing and doing stuff like that. So the one thing that is crazy important is if you compare the amount of rendering that is put into the what is here nearby and the harsh angles. You know, if you have harsh angles and they are in the distance, okay, but they shouldn't be that. There should be less definition as you know, the further you go. So if you look at those mountains over there, there's not much, you know, detail in here. It's all kind of the same values. If I pick the color and you look here, you see how it like just moves barely, just a little bit. You know, that's the value variation of this is not that much. Whereas if I go here, like there is a much more. You see how it jumps from, you know, from the light to the shadow. Also here is a huge jump, and if you go from here to here, then that's even a bigger jump, right? So this thing, well, this is pretty obvious, like how But yeah, like render this stuff, fine. Render this stuff, that's cool too. Then you start painting bricks on the castle. Yeah, no, that you should stop. That's something that I would have loved. You know, that I just understood it a little bit earlier. Like no details here in the back. Just, you know, like fog. There's not much going on. And then shininess and a strong from black to a very bright one. And I lost so much time to just come back on what you were saying, Pirrik. When you go too much overshading, I used to have like this mountain being like rock here, then let's do rock here, and then maybe a rock also here, and maybe in the back, maybe here. There was so many rocks and so much rendering that the eye was also kind of confused. It was like, okay, where should I look? You know, like where is the focus? But doing that, you know, hyper detail, not hyper, but much detail and not so much detail, that's a big deal. Saves you a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it also works a little bit better. And if I did the same illustration here, maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago, I would have rendered all the grass blades here and the trees. I would have done so many trees and all the trees. Maybe here a forest, and yeah, let's make another tower here. You know, like I wouldn't, you know, think of it in a broader, more. Also, like if you look at the lines here, there's this mountain going here, then you have these clouds, also creating this kind of vertical thingy. Also these ones here. And also this mountain cutting, so all of it is kind of going to the center. Also, the military people is kind of, well, converging, not that much to that point, but there is a kind of a, you know, but yeah, it's gonna, you know, like it's not that you're gonna get rid of what you said. It's gonna always be there. And especially after a while that you're drawing and you're doing stuff, it's so hard to not lose objectivity of what you're doing, and just, you know, completely lose a little bit what's happening. It's like if I flip this pot of gold to the other side, it looks completely different. There is something wrong. Oh wait, there's like a highlight over there, and before my brain couldn't really see it. There are so many of these tiny things that I wish, you know. Let's see the head. If we flip it, yeah, here I feel like now I would actually add that, so maybe that could go. Yeah, that's also a nice little test to do, to just flip the thing and watch if you still like it. And if you still do, that's great. Sometimes I draw with like 4 colors and the result is simple and effective. Sometimes I hate it and use complex colors with different styles. Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. Like experimentation and also finding what works, what doesn't. That's the best way to just go for it. And if your style changes, don't worry. Like don't make it a thing. Style, it's okay. Like it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you're enjoying the process. The inconsistency is crazy. Yeah, I know. For me too. Like, you know, like I've been always doing different stuff. Not because I just love exploring stuff. And if you love it too, you should go for it, and not be stuck with the idea that you have to have a specific style or something. I think that's overrated. I mean, it's cool, but it's not like a necessary part of it. And I also cannot find the correct palette for me. The use of colors always changes, but the saturation part of the color stays the same. Less saturation. Yes, always less saturation. I hate super saturated stuff. But yeah, that's also the palette thingy. Super hard. That's why I got to now appreciate a bunch more low spec. So this website where you just get the palettes. Oh yeah, you got it. Because I don't have to go and pick and choose. I just have a bunch of examples, and if it inspires me, I go for it. And then I'm stuck with it for a bunch. And the most creative things happens when you are kind of constricted and your movements are not. It's like the beginning of a Minecraft world. All the potential is in there. Then once you have the scout box, yeah, that's already boring. Let me check the time. It's actually 6 p.m. over here. I'm gonna call it a day. I think we did some stuff, not as much as I wanted to. I mean, we really didn't do much. We did just the fogs over here. We did 2 keys. We changed some little things this year. We added this weird mask. I don't know why. It's there. Then we have pencil. That's a secret. We added, this kind of necklace thingy with bones and glasses, broken glasses. I hope it's visible. I'm not sure if it's clear. I should maybe, more contrast. Works better. And then we have the leprechaun head. Yes, probably the piece I'm most proud of for now of this pack. Also the belt is nice, and the clover is growing on me. I wasn't sure about it. I kind of like it now. It's kind of okay. And the pot of gold, I really don't like it. I just don't like how I did it. Yeah, it's not gonna stay there for long. Yeah. But yeah, I think it looks already a bit better than before. Might be a good idea for next time if I have maybe a list of stuff. But yeah, it was fun also to improvise and go just by heart. Let me check. I lost a couple of thingies. Cover. If you love it, you should put a ring on it. Whoa. What? I lost a bunch. I don't know, sometimes get jealous of the pages that draw with same style. It looks amazing. Oh yes. Oh, that's definitely a good exercise to try to keep consistent style for a project. And then if you're not the kind of guy that likes to, or girl, if you're not the kind of person that likes to stick on one simple, how do you say that? Just one style, just make it a project thingy. Like you do, okay, 5 items from, of that, or maybe whatever, and then you change style until you find something that really, really hits you. That worked for me at least. Brandon is awesome. Yeah, I really love him. The Phantom Mask. Oh yes. Especially when he draws poster. It's so close being perfect for the... Oh yeah? You think it's close to being perfect? I mean, you could be right. Because, I think I just lost a little bit of objectivity to it. I just watch it and don't see the thing. But you could be right. I add some highlights. Does it work? This one I like. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. And the pack looks really good. You'd buy it. Oh, that's super nice. Thanks, man. I super appreciate that. I would yeah, no, this is also fun to do, to just, you know, hang out and just bring ideas together and experiment. Oh, now the mask. See how just one pixel made the whole difference? Insane. I'm flabbergasted by that. Yeah. Super happy. Very happy. I think I'm gonna continue this one these days. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe also tomorrow. But I think I should do some off-screen work as well on this. But at the moment, yeah, I'm pretty busy, so I'm not sure. Probably I'm just gonna leave it here and make it a whole YouTube thing. Just make the whole thing on YouTube. I think that's nicer, yeah. So yeah, probably I keep fiddling with pixels. I cannot resist. I'm sorry. It's like I'm addicted to this. What is happening? I cannot stop. Highlight. Okay, gonna stop. Yeah, this was fun. Thank you so much for joining. I will take some rest now and then go back on the Stratego illustration and do some more stuff. Thank you so much for joining and for hanging around. This was really fun. I hope it was for you too. Please put a like to this video. Last time really helped. Crazy, like it went much more than it used to, which surprised me. I'm super chill about it, but still it was cool to see. Thank you so much. Enjoy the evening or morning or whatever, wherever you are. Love you all. Bye bye. Thank you so much, and take care. I'm gonna leave you with some dying animations, because why not? Thank you again. Ciao.